Most people don't realize they're doing it, sabotaging their own financial success every single day. They think wealth is about luck, timing, or connections. But the truth is, money doesn't escape you because of external forces. It slips away because of small, invisible habits that quietly drain your potential to build it. Habits that feel harmless, even normal, but over time, they separate the wealthy from everyone else. You see, getting rich isn't about doing one big thing right. It's about stopping the 10 small things you keep doing wrong. Every decision, every impulse, every moment of financial autopilot adds up. The same way compound interest builds wealth, compound mistakes destroy it. And most people have no idea it's happening until it's too late. One of the most common bad habits is emotional spending, buying to feel better, not to get better. You had a stressful day, so you buy something you don't need. You call it a reward, but it's really a punishment disguised as pleasure. Because every dollar spent impulsively is a dollar your future self will never see again. The solution? Create a delay rule. Wait 48 hours before making any non-essential purchase. Most of the time, the urge fades, and so does the regret. Another destructive habit is neglecting to track where your money goes. You can't manage what you don't measure. People claim they're bad with money, but in reality, they're just blind to it. They don't know how much they spend on food delivery, subscriptions, or small conveniences that silently drain hundreds each month. The wealthy know their numbers, every inflow, every expense, every investment. Knowledge is power, and ignorance is poverty disguised as comfort. And then there's the habit of thinking too small. You tell yourself you'll start investing when you have more money. But that day never comes, because waiting is itself a habit, the worst one. Wealth doesn't start when you're ready, it starts when you begin. Even 100 a month invested wisely can grow into something massive over decades. The poor think in weekends, the rich think in generations. Another habit that kills wealth is comparing your life to others. You see someone's vacation or new car and suddenly feel behind. So you spend to catch up, forgetting that you're comparing your real life to their highlight reel. Comparison is a thief that steals both your joy and your net worth. The only competition that matters is who you were yesterday versus who you are today. And let's not forget the comfort trap, the habit of staying financially stagnant because it feels safe. You avoid risk, stick to the same job, the same salary, the same routine. But safety is an illusion. Inflation eats your savings, industries evolve, and opportunities pass you by. The people who grow wealthy aren't the ones who play it safe, they're the ones who learn to manage risk intelligently. The hardest truth to swallow is that your habits are the reflection of your mindset. Poor habits come from a scarcity mentality, the belief that money is limited and hard to get. Wealthy habits come from an abundance mindset, the belief that money grows through value, effort, and patience. Until that mental shift happens, every financial decision will be driven by fear instead of purpose. So let me ask you, are your habits building your future or quietly destroying it? Are you repeating the same small mistakes expecting different results? Because no amount of motivation can save you from a pattern you refuse to change. This video will expose the 10 habits silently keeping you from getting rich, and more importantly, how to replace them with the ones that actually build wealth. If you're ready to stop living on autopilot and start creating a financial life you control, stay until the end. And if this message already hit a nerve, subscribe, because this might be the video that changes the way you see money forever. Now that you've seen how small, invisible habits quietly drain your wealth, it's time to face the truth. Money doesn't vanish overnight, it erodes one decision at a time. Every unnecessary purchase, every ignored opportunity, every moment of financial comfort compounds into mediocrity. But the good news is that wealth works the same way. The right habits, repeated daily, compound into freedom. Your future isn't decided by luck, it's built by behavior. Let's recap the mindset shift. that separates the rich from the rest. Wealthy people don't chase money, they chase systems. They create routines that make good financial choices automatic. They don't depend on motivation because discipline has replaced emotion. They know that success isn't about intensity, but consistency. The poor look for a shortcut, the wealthy build a staircase. The first step is awareness, identifying the habits that keep you broke. Maybe it's the emotional spending that drains your paycheck. Maybe it's the fear of investing because you don't know enough. Or maybe it's the comfort of staying in the same job for years without growth. Whatever it is, recognize it, because you can't change what you refuse to see. Every fortune ever built started with awareness. Then comes discipline. Discipline isn't punishment, it's protection. Every time you delay gratification, you're protecting your future self. Every time you say no to impulse, you're saying yes to freedom. Discipline is the bridge between your dreams and your bank account. It's what separates those who wish from those who win. Another crucial element is environment. You can't build wealth surrounded by people who normalize financial chaos. If your circle spends recklessly, mocks ambition, or fears risk, you'll absorb their mindset. Your financial life mirrors the average of your 5 closest friends. Choose them wisely. Surround yourself with people who talk about ideas, growth, and investments, not just salaries and expenses. And don't underestimate the habit of lifelong learning. Money flows to those who understand it. The more you learn about investing, taxes, markets, and psychology, the more control you gain. The wealthy stay students forever. They don't assume they know enough, they evolve with time, because knowledge compounds faster than money ever could. Perhaps the most powerful change you can make is shifting from consumer to creator. Every rich person creates something, a product, a service, an idea. Consumers spend, creators earn. Start thinking like a builder. Ask yourself, how can I add value that others will pay for? That single question can unlock opportunities you never saw before. In the end, the habits keeping you from getting rich are rarely dramatic. They're quiet, easy, and comfortable, skipping a budget, delaying an investment, ignoring self-education. But comfort is expensive. It costs you your freedom, your potential, and your time. The wealthy trade comfort for growth, and eventually, they get both. So what will you choose? The easy habits that keep you broke, or the hard ones that set you free? Because 1 year from now, you'll either be grateful you started today or wish you had. If this video opened your eyes, don't let it end here. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it with someone who needs to break free from their financial habits. Remember, you don't need a miracle to get rich. You just need better habits. Start today and let time do the rest.